Please do.
So I guess I can set this one up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I saw. Welcome back to commenting on comments. Welcome back to Cock.
We're
on CTS. So on DC Cinematic subreddit, you said it first on the last one. So does somebody commented? Does anyone else think Gunn's
Coat
new?
C, commenting on all the comments.
No, I like Cock.
I like Coat C.
No.
I'm over here like frantically trying.
Okay, DC Cinematic subreddit. I go, or somebody posted. Does anyone else think?
Got to get off Snyder, man.
Does anyone else think Gunn's new DCU feels more like a course correct than a reboot? And like,
it's a valid question.
The original poster didn't argue with me because I like totally am like, well, yeah, it's like a restructure.
It's a valid
it's not
question.
A reboot. He goes, does anyone else think new DCU feels more like a course correct? If you're continuing plot points and bringing the same actors to play the same characters, then I'm sorry. This isn't me. This is the same guy.
Right.
I'm sorry. What you're doing is no longer a reboot, no matter how many times you call it a reboot. Like, why go out of your way to cast an actor that looks like Henry Cavill to play Superman? In my opinion, this is probably where the extended part in the DCEU comes in anyway. How do you feel about this? So then I go.
Which, if you want traction, just mention something Snyderverse related and watch everything go to shit.
What is this Gun? I mean,
same thing.
I didn't even get
started with.
Yeah. Why can't I find
DC
my
is
comment?
so polarizing. Oh, did they ban you?
No, I'd kill someone. If
Shadow
they
ban.
Where's my shit? So I go. If Blue Beetle is coming back, then that makes it a part of the DCU. But I responded to a comment that says, we've literally seen nothing. We've yet to see literally anything in the new DCU, so I don't know what it's going to feel like. 2 comments were deleted, by the way. And then mine wasn't. I'm so mad, I'm throwing shit. So then I go, I comment to that, and I go, if Blue Beetle's coming back, it makes it part of the DCU.
It does.
Like, that movie is a part of the DCU.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Comments, Underground Polar Bear. James Gunn said the movie isn't canon, but the actor is reprising the role. I go, I want you to read that back to yourself. What are you talking about? So he's going to play a version of Jaime Reyes that's not Blue Beetle from the movie? Good luck, LOL. And he goes, James said it, not me. And then another keyboard warrior comes in on the same thread because I downed that one. Headshot. Fucking. He goes,
watch a Superbad.
Sure. Just like Kevin Conroy played different versions of Batman, and Ezra Miller played different versions of Flash. Tyler Hoechlin from the CW Superman played different versions of Superman. There were 2 versions of Doom Patrol played by some of the same actors across the Titans and Doom Patrol TV series. Those are the same characters from the same universe, by the way, that crossed over with the Titans universe because it was a spin-off of DC Universe's Titans.
He already ate his own argument.
So I go, you're overestimating movie-going audiences. Every example you gave is either from a television series that only DC fans watched or cared about, or movies that people assume were continued, with Flash and Shazam and Black Adam, considering most heroes from Batman v Superman, Justice League, and even Peacemaker show up in those fucking movies. It's a mess right now, and they don't even know themselves where any movies lie. If a movie with Zolo Maranduena comes out, I name drop, and he's Blue Beetle again, people will automatically assume it's a continuation from the first movie. Otherwise, why fucking bother? Like, boom, checkmate. I don't necessarily think you're wrong about a lot of that. I'm guessing Gunn simply doesn't want to count the first film as canon in the case the new universe ends up conflicting with it in some way. Maybe they don't want to follow up on the post-credit scene, and instead they want Ted Kord to be around out of the gate, or they want him to be childless like in the comics. Jaime Reyes isn't Ted Kord's kid. I don't know what he's.
Because that would kill the girl character that he's in love with.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's okay. So Jenny is never mentioned again. This way, Gunn can tell any complaining fans who actually care about multiverse intricacies, remember the original film is part of a different universe, just like I said all along. Meanwhile, general audiences won't necessarily know or care one way or the other. They won't care or know one way or the other. But if a Blue Beetle movie comes out after the first one with that same actor, people will go, that's Blue Beetle 2, right?
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel to the thing that happened. Or it's the same
character from that movie.
Or it's the same character from that movie.
If he's in, like, ensemble.
Right. You mean James Gunn's Peacemaker Season 2 will be a different Peacemaker, even though it's still John Cena? What are you talking about, man? So it's like, Right. You guys can't
They
say
get
shit.
so mad.
I know.
Too. Like
I know.
guys.
And then it's like one guy shut you down, get the fuck out of here, respond with a king paragraph, a big dick paragraph, BDP. And some guy tries to fucking like come at me like no with like Doom Patrol, and I'm like, the only one who fucking watched that were DC fans.
It was on CW,
and it's like
600,000 people watched it.
Titans came out season 1. The Doom Patrol are in Titans season 1, and everybody loved them. So they're like, give them a show. It wasn't. Well, now it's a different universe, and there aren't the characters from that Titans episode. They're new Doom Patrol, but it's all the same actors and the same characters from that Titans episode. Just it's a new universe until they cross over again. What?
It's so complicated.
So it's
this
like
is why we have
the fans don't even know. The hardcores, keyboard warriors don't even know what's going on. I'm like, guys, James Gunn and the studios don't know.
No.
So how do you know?
This is what's causing the fatigue right here. I'm fatigued listening.
I'm fatigued, bro. I'm hella fatigued. Oh my God. But it's just like, don't come at me, man, with like just nonsense, okay? Just don't.
Say if you want to comment or say, hey, we're normally nice, except when you say dumb things.
Except when you say dumb shit. And I wasn't even going to bother calling it, but I'm like, no, you're wrong, and accept it. And I got him to go, yeah, I guess I can agree with some of that. Right.
It's true.
Because no one would care if they go Blue Beetle 2, but it's not Blue Beetle 2, but Cobra Kai Kid is
He's still
Jaime
Blue Beetle.
Reyes. Except
And
we're
are
not
you
going to
not
use
gonna
any of
bring
that from
any of the family
George Lopez back.
He's not coming back.
The sister
the mom,
or the cousin
the
or whatever
sister.
who was cool.
Yeah, or the
Like-
cousin or whatever. Yeah, none of them are coming back.
No.
So he's just going to bring the character, wipe out that world, and you're supposed to keep in your head that that's the origin story, even though that's not the origin story, because the new origin story doesn't have any of those people in it. That makes no fucking sense. That literally makes no sense.
Because they try to have a relationship with Jenny Cord and Jaime Reyes. Just because of that. And it's like
destroy that now.
Well, James Gunn probably doesn't want to use that because of that reason. How can he explain Jenny Cord if Ted Cord's he's missing still? Fucking, I don't know. You wrote 3 Guardians movies that everyone liked. Figure it the fuck out.
The core audience, by the way, the hardcore people, are going to have the problem with that. When they go, all of a sudden, Ted Cord has no kids, and he's not missing, and what the fuck happened?
Then why did I watch a Blue Beetle movie with Jaime fucking Ray? Why did I waste my time?
Yeah, why didn't you just cancel the movie, guys, if that was going to be the case?
That's what I'm
just so
saying. It's like,
understand.
guys, we're too far gone for
Or
you to
just
be
straight to
defending
streaming.
it. Yeah. That's the first DCU movie.
It is.
Especially because James Gunn just announced that he will be Blue Beetle in the continuation.
Yeah, and they're not going to make Blue Beetle 2. This movie did not make enough money. I don't
No.
care what the budget
He'll be
is.
in
He's going to be an
other
ensemble
movies.
player with a bunch of other ones, including New Justice League and Batman and all that stuff, and that's fine. But not having a sequel means you're not going to do another one because you're not going to make the money to do a sequel. So that has to
That
be the
basically
origin.
confirms there will never be another Blue Beetle
That
movie.
has to be the origin.
There will never be a movie titled
No.
Blue Beetle ever again.
Unless you're going to say we're going to do a 4-episode miniseries for $60 million and we're going to redo his origin story and we're going to pretend that didn't happen. But they're not going to do that either because
Can't
that doesn't
do
make
that for
any
Blue Beetle.
sense.
You can Superman, Spider-Man, and Batman, fine. Anyone else, just fuck off. Just
Right.
stop.
No one
Just
knew who Blue
stop.
Beetle was outside the hardcore fandom. You can't now, after introducing the character, go forget all that.
Yeah.
Forget all that.
This is especially when there's already 2 Blue Beetles in DC continuity. If you just want to switch, just switch to Ted Cord, and then go. Jaime Reyes is just. We'll get him when we need him because we just got to pay that
you ready
Cobra
for
Kai
this?
kid a couple million to
set
show
everything back like 10 years before Blue Beetle, and then you can have Ted
And then
Cord being
show
Blue
him
Beetle.
missing.
And then all of a sudden he goes
Weird,
missing,
huh?
and now you can.
That would
You're
be
welcome,
fine.
James.
That would be fine. I
Jimmy
just don't like
Bullets.
when people try and tell me Flash played a different version of, or Ezra Miller played 2 different versions of Flash in 2 different universes.
This is a commenting
he
on
didn't.
comments / jumping.
No, he didn't. Ezra Miller was the Flash character from Batman v Superman, from Justice League,
If you're
from Flash.
they're-
It's the same Flash.
But they're trying to say
it's not
like
different Flash.
in Flash because it's a different timeline. He played different Flashes, but that's garbage. That's
Oh,
such a
I see what you're
sorry
saying.
ass excuse.
I see what
to
you're
say,
saying. Then-
He played multiple.
Kevin Conroy voicing every single Batman is a different Batman in every fucking multiverse. Shut up, guys. Shut up. Sorry. Shut the fuck
Kevin
up.
Conroy was video game / animated Batman.
He was just Batman. The commenters are out. They're coming for us.
We live. There you go. That's a good
I got nothing left to say.
jumping
Mic drop.
the gun
Yeah.
/ commenting on comments. It's funny because our most hated videos, most disliked videos, most commented things are always people that are like ready to fight you over DC stuff. It's never the Marvel people either. Normally,
And I
Marvel
didn't
people
even comment to be like mean. I was just like, if Blue Beetle's in the movie, then it's DCU.
Counts.
If he's gonna be in the DCU, then that movie counts.
Sorry.
It would be fucking.
We'll be back in for a
All right, so like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Feels like the hunter scene is like Jason breaking out of like the asylum or whatever scene where he's like jumping on cars and shit and like killing people. It felt so much like old school.
It was
like,
old school horror.
Halloween slasher.
It was
movie.
because it's like he got
Yeah.
shot, stabbed, beat with a baseball bat, just like, and he would not die. He
would
would
not
just keep
die.
getting up and coming after you,
Yeah.
just like Jason.
Yeah. And then, so our main chick comes in and sees the sloth and like nobody around or whatever, maybe, and then she hears like the tiger or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
come here, you poor thing.
Yeah, and she like
And it's all
runs out with it. Yeah, the sloth like being like basically just like a guy, just like a human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
like,
literally
for the whole
lean into
movie,
this.
It's not like a sloth.
So she's like, okay, stay here. I gotta go get ready for class. And he's all, and then he like watches her leave, and then he like scampers over to the computer, like right out of South Park.